Hello there, everyone. This is Quiversee, and welcome back to more of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Last time, we started out helping out at the Trouble Center again, and also spent a little bit of time playing in the Pianta Parlor. And now there is only one trouble left, and it brings us here, to the Pit of 100 Trials, to meet a small child. This is the last place a kid like you should be, probably.
You took on my trouble? Oh, thank the stars! This is just terrible! My dad went into the Pit of 100 Trials and he never came out! He lost his job and said the only way to support us was the pit's treasure. But I don't need treasure, I just want my dad back! Please help him!
That is really sad. Yeah, let's help the man. And his kid, by proxy. So, we need to go down into the pits and find him. How deep is he? We'll find out. Unfortunately, we do have to fight our way through all the same floors. Nothing much we can really do about that. You know what? I'm gonna have Flurry tackle you. I should probably switch to Koops, actually. But yeah, I actually have come to find out something interesting, though, that I did not know/remember. I'm sure I probably noticed it in an original playthrough of it, but the Pit of 100 Trials enemies are actually semi-random. Like, the enemy that you see out in the field is always going to be the same no matter what you do, but what you actually get in the fight is chosen randomly from a pool of 3 for each floor. I don't know what all of them are off the top of my head. This is just something I kind of found while looking for a few things. But it's pretty interesting. So every run through the pit won't be exactly the same, which is good because it helps fight some of the tedium and you have to go back through a few times. Because, spoilers, there is no way I'm going to be good enough to get all the way through to the end. But either way, we're not going to encounter new enemy types in these first 10, so just gonna go ahead and blitz through this. Ooh, we got a badge. I was not expecting to get a pretty lucky badge. That basically works the same as close call, but you don't have to be in danger. I do think it has a slightly lower chance to activate, but yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna take off close call, and you know, I like charge, but I'm not using it yet. I'm gonna put pretty lucky on because that's just I love those kinds of badges. I don't care if it's a chance thing. I really like it. All right. This is where we left off before, our first time here, rather. Don't really want any of old Charlton's items. But we have gone down 10 floors and still no hide nor hair of, I forget the kid's name. No sign of his father. I'm gonna switch to Goombella because we're probably gonna start encountering some new enemies. Let's continue ever deeper. Ah, yep, this is new. Of course, there were Gloombas, but now there are Paragoombas, and that's a little different right there, isn't it? Well, let's go ahead and tattle on it. That's a Paragloomba. It's a Gloomba with wings. Max HP is 7, attack is 3, and defense is 0. It's like a stronger version of a Paragoomba. And maybe that's all there is to it. I wonder if living down here ever makes its wings moldy. Yuck! It's too gross to even think about. Ugh. That is pretty nasty to think about. If I could get very good at the power bounce, I would probably be able to one-shot him, but I don't feel confident in that, so I'm gonna try and put him to sleep. He's a sleepy boy. And now for these other monsters. Okay, looks like their attack is 3. And I misjudged the timing on that. All right, Goombella, tell us about the Pokey. That's a Pokey! It's a cactus ghoul that's got nasty spines all over its body. Max HP is 4, attack is 3, and defense is 0. Look at those spines. Those would totally hurt. If you stomp on it, you'll regret it. Pokeys attack by lobbing parts of their bodies and by charging at you. They can even call friends for help, so be quick about taking them out. Yep. Cactus ghouls. We have now encountered the Pokeys. I don't know why I'm going to my items. I don't know, I'm trying to think of what I want to do. You know what, I'll just keep it simple. Let's start by getting rid of the Gloomba. We don't need him and his mushroom causing problems. All right, let's see what the Pokeys do. Ha! Whoa! I did not expect that. So if you super guard certain projectiles, it'll actually reflect it back? That is awesome! Oh man! I kind of want to have a chance to try that again. Because that did not do 1 damage, that did 3! Also, Koops has a little special power of his own against them. He knocks away their body parts. Less to lob, eh, mister? Ah, I went for Koops. And unfortunately, it's a little hard to judge which person he's going to hit with a lob attack. Ultimately, though, they're not too rough. Although, timing the guards is a little rough. But that be the Pokeys and a Paraglooma. So, let's keep going. What else lies in the depths of this pit? It's a rock! Get it! So I'm actually gonna be speeding up part of this here because, as you can probably tell just by looking at the video, this is gonna be a bit of a long one. And yeah, literally everything that is coming up ahead, I'm just gonna let you know right now, is all Pit of 100 Trials. I'm also gonna tell you right now that we're not getting through the entire thing here. But while I'm going through this nice and quick, I suppose I should mention, kind of expand a little bit on one of the things I was talking about before, the whole way that, that the pit's enemies are somewhat randomized. So basically the way that the pit actually works is that each floor, or rather each group of floors, is broken down by enemies it can have. So for example, floors 1 through 9, the enemies you find will always be Gloombas, Spinias, Spanias, Dullbones, and Fuzzies. Whereas 11 to 19, the one we're at now, will always have Paragloomas, Clefts, Pokeys, Dark Puffs, and Hiders. And it kind of continues in the same vein, where every 9 floors there's a set of enemies, and on the 10th floor you get a break with a prize. And on each individual floor, the enemy that you see walking around the field is always going to be the same. So on the first floor, for example, you'll always see a Gloomba, but when you run into it, you would either get one Gloomba, a Gloomba with a Spania, or a Gloomba with a Dullbones. And yeah, so not only is each and every floor picked from a pool of 3 out of the list, but they're not exactly balanced. Some are easier than others, some are harder than others. Like that floor cleft one there, that's probably the hardest example for that particular floor. Anyways, we're about to cut back to live, so here we go. Look at that! There's a toad here, being accosted by a cactus! And his cloud friend. Luckily, very easy fight. Goodbye, Pokey. Yahoo! All right, let's get the money first. And hey, buddy. Gobella, why don't you talk to him? I actually don't know what you say about him. That's Pine Tea Sr., the toad. He's the father of Pine Tea Jr., who asked us to help him out. We gotta help Pine Tea Sr. quickly for his son's sake.
There's a beaten up me lying on the ground.
Huh? What? Who are you? Wow. Did you come here just to save me? Really? Pine Tea Jr. did? Wow. In that case, I have to get back to him alive. Show me the way out. Down here, sir. Also, gotta say, for a low toad, getting down this far, not bad, kid. Especially if this is your reaction to a dark buff. Okay, we got 3 dark puffs. Do I want to use an item here? I don't have to, but I'm honestly thinking about it. Nah, I don't think it's worth it. When I can kill them in literally 1 hit, it's not worth it. At worst, I'm going to have to deal with 1 move. This might be a predicament. Coops, is your shell shockproof? It is! Must have lined that thing with rubber or something. Good job. Wasn't that bad. All right, let's get in the pipe. And if I'm not mistaken, this should be the 20th floor. Yep. Hey, the exit! Okay, Pinty Jr., I'm on my way home. Okay, bye. And we get the Fire Drive badge. Attack all ground enemies while ignoring defense. Also burns them. That's a good badge. I would like it. How many badge points do you cost 3. You know what? I'm gonna just save that for next level, because that's coming up soon. So yeah, we could exit right now and claim the reward for the trouble, but I want to see if I can get to a certain level of the pit for a certain treasure. So we're going to go even deeper. Ah, the trifecta is prepared for completion. The spiky Gloombo. Hi. Okay. First things first. Bella, talk to it. Talk about it. That's a spiky Goomba. It's a spiky Goomba that likes dark places. Max HP is 7, attack is 4, and defense is 0. Its attack is pretty high, huh? I'm sure you know this, but try not to jump on the spike. I wonder if I'd look like that if I stayed down here long enough. I'd rather not think about it. Are there tanning salons in Roleport? I haven't seen one. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna take a bit of a chance here. We have not used our new special power yet, Clock Out. Sets off a bomb that immobilizes characters for a short period. When a button appears over the enemy, tap that button, and you'll notice that it's also targeting us. You'll see in a moment why that is. Wait, Audience X? Oh. Okay. It was a little different than I remembered, but that's what it does. You basically have to mash the button. It changes periodically, and if you push it correctly, then it goes to the enemy's side. But in the original, I'm pretty sure that it was just like, you were just shown one button, and it was like, push that to keep it on the enemy's side. The audience button, I am perplexed by that, and I kind of want to do a science with that later. But that's later, because right now, boo! That's a boo. It's everyone's favorite ghost. Well, most everyone. Max HP is 7, attack is 3, and defense is 0. It's nothing to write home about on the attack side, but it can turn itself or allies invisible. If it turns invisible, we won't be able to hit it, so beat it while you can see it. Boos are kinda cute, but I sure would want to meet one in a dark alley. If I ran into one in the bathroom in the middle of the night, well, never you mind what I'd do. Honestly, right now, I'm just glad that it basically did nothing on its one and only turn of life. Because now it's asleep. Okay. So now I gotta figure out how I want to handle the rest of this. I don't have any more attacking items. Well, I think getting rid of this boo... Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. I need to kill this Goomba. Because as soon as it wakes up, it's gonna use a doggone Fire Flower, and that is the last thing I need. Okay. So let's just go ahead and take care of that now. And it's time to try for bingo! Come on, I really need it to happen this time. Darn it! I was gonna take that and multi-bonk the boo. Alright. Probably gonna use that slow shroom. And that's gonna suck. Back off, Gloomba. Yep, alright. Who are you healing? Yourself? Fine. That's fine. I was healing 2 HP around. I thought it was 1. I thought it was only 1. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh well, at least Goombella can just kill him. There we go, dead boo. They're worth a lot of star points. Holy crap. Ow. Well, that might have hurt a lot, but on the plus side, I know for a fact that a level up is coming. I'm gonna get the bingo now, aren't I? When it's literally not going to matter at all. Watch, I'm gonna get it, and it's not gonna matter. Nope, okay. I don't care. I don't care this time. Because now, we level. So yeah, first floor in the 3rd set, and it was already a big step up. Level up! Woohoo! Time for some badge points. And recovery. As per normal. And we got that Fire Flower that I had completely forgotten. I had completely forgotten that that was there. We're gonna quit Fire Drive. Because I like the sound of it. Alright, what's next? It's a bandit. Gotcha! Sneaky so-and-so, my mercy! Okay. Well, we're going to obviously tattle on the bandit. That's a bandit! This scumbag tries to bump you and grab coins, jerk. Max HP is 5, attack is 2, defense is 0. You time your guard well when he attacks, he won't be able to steal anything. Plus, the look on a bandit's face when you guard successfully is priceless. If a bandit steals coin from you, defeat him before he flees to get your coins back. I think I want to put you to sleep. Look at the sheep go! I wish that it put that guy to sleep. Because now we're tiny. And you turned yourself invisible. Ugh, that ain't good. I love the sleepy face on those bandits, though. Look at them, they're adorable. You know what? Hang on. This just cures... It says conditions like poison. I don't know if that'll actually cure Minnie or not. Also, if I switch to Koops, Koops isn't tiny. Okay, we'll do that. Get him! Okay, that didn't wake them. That's good. Wait. That only did 2 damage, though. I'm going to guess that even though he's not Mini, he's still being affected by it, and this is a glitch. That is my current theory. Alright, and I'm gonna try and put you to sleep. No, maybe not, because that did no damage. I don't know then. I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, that's useless. I don't like that ghost. But I can kill him now, so it's fine. All right. Power Shell! Yeah, that one did 3. I guess I'll just jump through you, because I'm not going to hurt anyone anyway. What does it matter? Ah, and that's their attack. Stick their tongue out at you and spook ya. They're so spooky. Oh, Goombella, your timer did not go down. Well, lessons have been learned. And we are killing you. We got a star, we got nothing. Boop. What are you doing, mister? Get away from that rope. You jerk. Well, at least it didn't make me dizzy. Whew! The ghosts. Gotta watch out for them. Okay. So yeah, we're starting to see the teeth of this place at least a little bit. We're still in the early game floors. Oh, mercy. Okay. Oh, double okay. Goombella? Let's actually do clock out first. I want to put these guys in timeout. Going. Stop! And let's tattle on the bomb. That's a bomb. It attacks by blowing itself up. Yeah, real smart. Max HP is 4, attack is 2, and defense is 1. Bomb will get totally mad if you damage it. They have like super short fuses. When it gets mad, it'll charge and explode on its next turn. That attack really hurts. Oh, and if it's mad, it'll blow up on the slightest contact, so don't attack directly. Attack it from a step away with a hammer, or hit it with something hard, like a shell. Yep, that is the way of the bomb. But right now, they are stopped. And something else that Goombella did not mention, and I'm pretty sure is the... Holy crap, this is 5 FP. But I'm pretty sure that they are weak to fire. They literally just explode. Like, no damage numbers at all. Bombs of any kind, hit them with fire and they explode. And as for you, Lakitu, that's a Lakitu. It's a member of the Koopa clan that rides on clouds. Max HP is 5, attack is 2, and defense is 0. It attacks by throwing spiny eggs. If you stomp on it was holding up a spiny egg, you'll take damage, so don't do it. Spiny eggs slowly hatch into spinies, so beat the Lakitu before fighting the spinies. Oh, this book doesn't answer my real question. Where does it keep all those spiny eggs? In the cloud. Where else is it gonna keep them? Because unless I'm mistaken, these things don't wear pants. Multi-bounce. Yeah, long jump across. And none of them got to do anything. Take that. Also, they are worth way less star points than the boos. Holy crap. Like, the bombs I get, but I figured the Lakitus would have been worth more. Oh well. Let us resume. Oh boy. Ba-bum. I think it is your turn again. Oops. Get him. Oh dear. Yeah, you go bye-bye. And that takes care of that. I don't need to deal with that. Fire Flower gets rid of 4 bob-bombs in one swoop. Let us continue on. Oh dear, we're back to the booze. I was hoping to get a spin jump there, but I won't complain about getting a free jump. Okay. Well, obviously, I think I want hoops. Actually, no. You know what? Mario, do you have any items that'll give... Yes, we do. The moose cake. It's time for the moose cake. Because with this, Hoops can do a power shell. And now both of those enemies are basically in killing distance. I just have one fear. And it's not that. Perfect! My one fear was that the boom would make the Gloomba invisible. But now, Mario can jump on the boo, and Hoops can crash into the gloom. And I messed up the shell trick. Lucky! Finally got that new badge of ours to proc. Alright, Hoops, redeem yourself. Good job! Style on him. And get us those star points. Ooh, new item, the HP drain. We saw this in the shop at one point. That might be very handy later. It's another Gloomba. Oh, well, this is, quite the menagerie. You know what? I'm gonna dizzy dial this. Woo! Of course, it didn't get the bandit dizzy. You know, that's just the one I kind of wanted to get dizzy the most. God damn it. You know what? This is actually a good opportunity to shell shield because I don't want the bandit even touching Mario. Shell shield! Press A with the proper timing. Ah, almost perfect. So, the way shell shield operates. You're a jerk. Shell shield is basically a temporary invincibility. And by temporary invincibility, like that. The shell shield can have up to, I believe, 3 hits, depending on how well you do that minigame there. Because I messed up a little bit, it probably only had 2, which means in one more hit, it's gonna break. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't matter how much damage the attack does, it'll basically take away 1 charge of the shield. And that's basically all there is to it. So thanks to that, even though I didn't have any kind of guard or anything, yeah, nothing was stolen. I didn't think that through. Okay. Yep, there goes the shield. Oh, this is bad. Because we got an angry bomb! Oh, thank goodness! I've never had that happen. Just ran past and exploded off screen. Oh, that's great. I love that he just dies off screen. Okay. Well, I could use some FP to kill the rest of them a little faster, but I don't see the need. All right, what you gonna do, Goomba? Are you gonna hit anybody, or are you gonna miss? Not gonna matter now because you aren't gonna deal any damage regardless. Well, actually, that's not true. If you hit Mario and I don't guard, well, Mario just gets lucky. Works for me. Finish him. Coops. Coops, you... Ugh. You're supposed to finish him. All right. Even watching back at editing, I can't help but laugh at that silly bob-omb. But, yeah. Gonna go through this quickly again because, let's be honest here, a lot of what's coming up here is very, very much the same sort of thing, and is very straightforward. Now, that being said, this part of the pit is where we start to see a little bit of the teeth of what the Thousand Year Door's gameplay is able to do. I mean, think about it. Besides the bosses, all of the enemies we've fought so far have been pretty basic, you know? They just attack, they might be able to buff themselves up in the case of the X-Nauts, but other than that, they're very simple. But here we get enemies that change their defensive abilities, like Lakitus, enemies that can summon, like the Lakitus, and we get the Boos, of course, which, you know, they buff each other. So, yeah. We're already starting to see a little bit more of the depth that the battle system has to offer, which otherwise wouldn't actually be shown until Chapter 3, funny enough, which is where we'd be going next anyway. But trust me, we're going to be getting just a little bit deeper, and you will see how quickly it escalates. Although the game overall is easy, there are definitely some challenging parts. Alright, we have now hit floor 30. What's in this box? The Zap Tap Badge! Mario is electrified in battle, dealing 1 damage to enemies that touch him. I am pretty sure that also makes him immune to other enemies' electrifications. That is a pretty good badge. But I'm not interested in putting it on right yet. I might actually switch it for Fire Drive in a moment. But that's not what I'm here to get. We need to go deeper. Okay, that thing right there. Remember how I said in the second floor there was, or in the second set of floors there was an enemy type that I was expecting to see? It was this guy. I said it was this guy. It was this guy. I am going to stomp on you, sir. All right, fine. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. Whatever. Oh, we're also seeing those. Ew. Okay. Well, we need to work on this guy first, the Dark Koopa. That's a Dark Koopa! It lives in dark places that the light never reaches. Max HP is 8, attack is 4, and defense is 2. It's a bit tougher than a regular Koopa, so you won't be able to beat it easily. But it does have the same weakness as a regular Koopa. Flip it over, and it's helpless. Why do you think I need sunglasses down here anyway? What's the point? To look cool. Boop. Yep, and because he is on his back, he has no defense. But, oh, no, I thought he was going to get up. I thought he got up after 1. Never mind. And Pink Fuzzy. We're lucky. All right, well, Mario's gonna murder a Koopa, but first things first, tell us about the Flower Fuzzy. That's a Flower Fuzzy. Wow, what a totally pretty fuzzy, don't you think? Max HP is 6, attack is 3, and defense is 0. That thing attacks by boinging in and sucking out FP. How uncool. We need FP. Once it charges up its own FP, it uses magical attacks. Better beat it before it does. Oh, I just got it. It's a Flower Fuzzy because it sucks your FP, or flower points. Duh! Why did you think it was called a Flower Fuzzy, Goombella? Do you think it looks like a flower? But, yeah, Flower Fuzzies, they kind of suck. But, joke's on them, I don't have any flower points. Which means it's gonna suck HP instead. Yeah, when Flower Fuzzies have no flowers to suck, they suck HP. And unfortunately, I have all but forgotten the timing of how to block fuzzies. Like, I kind of remember, but I don't remember. I don't know. Trying to do it is weird. It's been a bit since we fought fuzzies. There we go. All right, Goombella. Moira. And mushroom now. That was still a mushroom. It's just the wrong color. Oh well. 13 stop points. Heck yeah. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure at the end of this set of floors is the treasure I want. Although if it's not this set, it's the next set for sure. Because, oh boy, we're getting some rough stuff. Ah, man, messed that up. Oh dear, okay. We got problems here. Starting with a hyper clef. That's a hyper clef. It's basically a clef that uses charged up moves. Max HP is 4, attack is 3, and defense is 3. When it charges up, its attack power rises to 9. Couple its rock hardness with its ability to charge up, and things get scary. If you're confident, you may want to try doing super guards to send its attacks back. If you can't, you better use some items, or you better hightail it out of here. Yeah, hyper clef. That ain't no joke. I am going to use the HP drain on this one. Not a very flashy item, but doggone, it's effective. And that is an entirely different type of Koopa. Uh-oh. Yeah, he charged his attack. Well, first, Shady Koopa. That's a Shady Koopa. It's yet another member of the Koopa family tree. Max HP is 8, attack is 3, and defense is 1. The difference between them and other Koopas? They can attack from their backs. That's not all. While on their backs, their attacks get boosted, and they use a terrifying technique. Wow, that's pretty tricky. I wonder if they're called Shady Koopas, huh? Yes, indeedy. All right, well, I want to do Earth Tremor. I'm gonna do Earth Tremor. I don't want to get hit by that clef. We're gonna shake the floor. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And death to the Shady Koopa. And now we're starting to get some enemies with some more tricky abilities in them now, too. And we already had a couple with, you know, we never saw them do it, but the Pokies with their summoning and the Lakitus with their summoning. Well, we're saying more than summoning now, doggone it, and that's something. Ooh, looky, looky. Another new foe. Ah, a whole slew of them, in fact. All right, Goombella, tell us about the Parabuzzy. They're so cute. That's a Parabuzzy, a buzzy beetle with wings. Max HP is 5, attack is 3, and defense is 4. I guess those stats are just like a buzzy. Fire explosions seem to have no effect, so don't bother, okay? If you flip it over, its defense goes to 0, so jump on it first. I could. But I also have this. Shooting Star. 6 piercing damage to everything. And they die. Whoa! That's a lot of star points. I didn't expect each one to be worth 7. I mean, I knew they were going to be worth a lot, but I did not expect them to be worth that much. Like, truth be told, Parabuzzies, they're an enemy that normally isn't encountered until Chapter 4. So, we are fighting them very early, considering we're only in, like, the in-between of Chapters 2 and 3. Ah! Mario became a B-list star! Next battle, Mario's crowded stage will get bigger. Yep, as we reach certain level milestones, we gain the ability to attract a bigger crowd, which affects our star point gains. I'm pretty sure. Not a star point, our star power gains, excuse me. So level 10 was the threshold for that. I think it is every 10 levels up to a certain point that you gain an increase. It does cap. I don't remember exactly where. All right, Shade Star, I meant to jump on. Okay, that didn't quite work. This calls for a quake of the earth. Yeah! What the? I don't know what that did. Also, I like our curtains weren't blue before, right? I like the blue and yellow. It looks nice. I'm gonna try and multi-bonk this fool. That was a failure and a half. Oh no. Okay, well, first of all, here's a special technique. Sheesh! Okay, Mario dodged. That's good. And the reason he dodged, well, you see that little effect over there on the left? That fog? It's giving us evasion. Although, it seems like it's only happening on our side, which is interesting. Like, the fog is an effect that came in the original, but not like this. It would be on both sides. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna switch to Koops. And I'm gonna give him the Power Punch! Now he big! Big shell! I messed up the... whatever. That's another thing that can happen on the stage. Frozen! Are those anti-guys? I do believe those are anti-guys. But, yeah, I'm gonna guess that these are new effects because we got a new stage. Like, these are things that couldn't happen until we ranked up. Oh, that's beautiful. I think that was a good use of the Power Punch. Anyways, back when I was alluding at one point about stage effects being cool and random and not really unfair with, like, an exception, the fog was mainly the one I was referring to. Because if it were to come up, then you could have fights where just no contact is happening for turns on end because everyone's dodgy. It's a little bit better if it is something that's, like, isolated to just, like, your side or just one side in general, I think, but I'm still kind of torn on its existence at all. 5 floral fuzzes. Trying to think on how I want to handle y'all. I mean, I could just Earth Tremor them. Yeah, I'm just gonna Earth Tremor them. I need these to die. And I'd rather not just burn all my FP to do that because at that point, I'm kind of at a net loss anyway. I would also very much like it if that one in the second slot were to relinquish his sleeping sheep. Having another item of that nature would be most beneficial if you ask me. Bye-bye. Jeez! 30 star points! You know what's really funny? If I'm not mistaken, the Flower Fuzzy is actually an enemy that we can encounter naturally in Chapter 5. And they're worth less than the Parabuzzy, which is a Chapter 4 enemy. I'm don't know, I find that a little bit silly. I'm gonna do it this time. You can't stop me. Ha! I told you couldn't stop me. Oh boy, we got the buzzies. We got the buzzies. Well, we definitely want to flip this guy. And now he's on his back, rocking back and forth. It's adorable. Oh yeah, I should probably tattle the non-Parabuzzy. Because I haven't done that yet. That's interesting. So yeah, we're just gonna jump, jump, and tattle. That's a Buzzy Beetle. Aw, it's kind of cute. Max HP is 5, attack is 3, and defense is 4. It's got pretty good defense, and fire and explosions don't hurt it whatsoever. But if you jump on it, you can flip it over and drop its defense down to 0. Then it's at our mercy. Ha! Don't hesitate. Jump, 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 jump. You'll actually get to see one attack. Ouch. Ouch, that hurt. I think this calls for a Quake Hammer. And what the hey? Oops. Give him Power Shell. Finish the fight. Yahoo! Yeah, sorry. Gonna do this again here because this is getting kind of long. But yeah, while the fights from here are still relatively interesting to me, they take a while, and this one right here that we're seeing right now is the prime example because of what you see right there, the fog. Fun little fact about the fog, by the way, that I didn't know until I started looking into some details about the Pit of 100 Trials. Specifically for the editing here. Turns out there is actually a way to get rid of it with Flurry. Flurry's Gale Force gets rid of the fog. And I never knew. I don't know right now if, like, from the way it's worded, it seems like it's in both the original and the remake. I'm pretty sure it's in both at this point, but I can't verify it at this time. But that one little tidbit right there, that completely eliminates any complaints I had about the fog's fairness, because there's a way around it. So, good on you. Good on you, Nintendo. I can't even be mad that they don't necessarily tell you about it explicitly. Actually, come to think of it, the Battle Master, he might say something. I'm gonna have to look at that. Next time I record, I'm gonna have to talk to the Battle Master and see if he mentions Flurry's Gale Force and the fog. He might, now that the fog is able to be a thing. I suppose about the only other thing I can think to say right now is that, unfortunately, while I was looking for the spawn information for this part, I also kind of got spoiled to something new in the remake in the Pit of 100 Trials, so yeah, that's unfortunate. Alright, please tell me I'm correct. I would like to be done. I wasn't correct. Pity Flower, though. When Mario takes damage in battle, occasionally recover 1 FP. That's a good badge. Charlton, do you have anything good? I actually do have a couple things I could use. You know what? I'm gonna buy a Thunder Rage. And I'm gonna buy a Fire Flower. Not buying anything else, because you are an extortionist. Yeah, I know, I bought something that costs, like, what was it, 10 coins or something on the surface for 100 coins down here. But I need to make it through to the next set, and attacking items are very good for that. Oh, we're fighting those! Oh, no. Okay, I am afraid. Ugh. Let's start with the paratroopers. This is a dark paratrooper. It lives in dark, damp places. Max max HP is 8, attack is 4, and defense is 2. It's strong, but otherwise, just like other paratroopers. It's airborne, so try to ground it first. Yes, ma'am. Alright, so that's one paratrooper on the floor. Darn it. And Bigum's just lit his fuse. Don't head bonk. Here we go. That's a bulky bomb. I think it's like other bombs, but it's huge! Max HP is 6, attack is 2, defense is 1. It's weird. It never attacks, but once its fuse is lit, it'll blow up on its own eventually. I don't mind it taking itself out of the battle, but that explosion hurts us too. Oh, and when it powers up, that attack power is 8, so watch out! Fire and explosions make it blow up immediately, so I guess setting it off early is one strategy. You can run too, but if you're gonna fight, beat it before it goes off. Bulky bombs. They are one tricky customer. And you know what? I'm gonna use that fire flower I just bought because, yeah, the way the bulky bomb works is I'm pretty sure that they have literally 3 turns. Turn 1, they light the fuse. Turn 2, they charge. Turn 3, they go boom. I am not confident in my ability to take it out before it goes explodey, so I'm going to just detonate it early. Plus, even though the explosion hurts us, it also hurts friends. Although it doesn't pierce, it would appear. I thought it did. And now Goombella's in danger. Well, we'll be fine. No items. No items. I also can't but notice that the exploding bulky bomb left 0 star points. I guess that because their attack is like always an explosion and not just a charge. I don't know. I'm gonna guess that it has something to do with the way that they attack leads to exploding them not counting for XP. What do you know? I got a bingo! A shame that I don't benefit from the star points, but hey, the audience is full now. Full to 100. Okay, one more battle and we should level up again. Yahoo! I'm gonna have that translate to don't be afraid to go all out with flower points and star power because I'm gonna get it all back at the end of the fight anyway. Hi, Bigums, how you doing? Hop up! Yeah! Alright, well, let's go on ahead and Power Shell! And follow it up with a Quake Hammer! There we go, now we're getting some points. Haha! You're frozen and can't light your fuse. And you're dead. Yeah, when I can target them kind of just isolated out, they're not that bad. And hey, we got some level. Got some star points. Got our level. Yeah. And badge points. We have now hit 30 BP. And I need to see what I want to equip. Although first, let's grab those. All right. Badges! I didn't put on any badges after my last level up, did I? Oops. What do I want to put back on? Let's put back on Charge, Soft Stomp, and Power Smash. I think that's a good set of 3. Gives me a few more options for some of these more tricksy foes. Speaking of tricksy foes, look at that! It's a fireball! I love their animation in this in this game. Look at that. Something about the dance of that flame that is really nice. All right, tell us about the lava bubble. That's a lava bubble. It's a flame spirit. Max HP is 6, attack is 4, and defense is 0. Its HP and attack power may be different from an ember's, but otherwise it's the same. Since it's made of fire, try not to touch it, because it'll burn you. And whatever you do, make sure you don't attack it with fire. I mean it. Apparently it's vulnerable to explosions and ice attacks. Oh, and if you get hit by a flame attack, you might catch fire, so guard well. Interesting. She alluded to an enemy that we have not encountered yet. And that's because both lava bubbles and the enemy she alluded to, called embers, are from Chapter 5. So, yeah. Game really doesn't expect you to go down this deep this early. But here we are. Excellent! Yeah, I'm not dealing with those lava bubbles. Like, Dark Koopa's one thing. It's just a Koopa with extra stats, but I don't have a good answer for a fire foe short of just whacking it with a hammer. And Mario's hammer is not that strong right now. Earth Tremor all the way, baby. Yahoo! And down we go.
What other foes might we find lurking in the depths? Another Pokey. But this one's green!
Okay, listen. Gumella, I'm gonna want you to tattle that guy, but first things first. I don't need you making me dizzy. All right, let us discuss the Poison Pokey. That's a Poison Pokey. As you probably guessed, it's a poisonous Poke. Max HP is 8, attack is 4, and defense is 0. If you get poisoned, your HP will slowly drain, so you might want to avoid that. I'm sure you can see this, but they have spines all over, so don't touch them. They may be smiling, but that doesn't mean they're happy to see you. Other than what she described, their attacks are identical to your classic Pokey. All right, let's go ahead and swap over to Coops because I feel a Power Shell coming on. And you know what? Just for funsies, I'm gonna do a charge. Let's do. Yeah, I could have easily just attacked them and it would have had the same end result. In this case, I don't really care. I wanted to do charge because I could. Yahoo! All right, let us dive deeper. Oh, dearie me. You are gonna be a problem. Tell us about this abomination, Goombella. That's a spiky Parabuzzy. It's a Buzzy with a spike and wings. Max HP is 5, attack is 3, and defense is 4. Hey, that's the same stats as a normal Buzzy. Fire explosions don't work on Buzzies, in case you've forgotten. Ugh, worse yet, this one flies in the air and has a spike. What a total pain. You're better off using an item or a special move to take him out. You are correct, madam. I could use the Thunder Rage, but we're still kind of early in here, and like in terms of my level progress, I think an Earth Tremor is in order. Also, I am going to wager that this is going to give me an absurd amount of star points. because the spiky parabuzzies. I actually don't remember what chapter they appear in. I think they might also be chapter 4, same as the regular buzzies. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Either way, they're here now, and they're going to die. Woohoo! Yep, that's what I expected. Look at those star points. 28 of them. I'm gonna guess that it was the spiky parabuzzies were 10 each, and the bubbles were worth 4 each. Because I've already forgotten how much they were worth, because I wasn't really paying attention. Let us keep going! One more time for the road. And yeah, by this point, it's obvious I'm starting to kind of hit my limit in terms of what I'm able to handle at this point. Granted, it's definitely possible to go through this entire thing. Like, there is a reason that even in the original 1,000 Year Door, there's a little thing known as the Prologue Pit Run. People go through this entire thing from start to finish before even going to Hooktail. So it is possible. Though I'd wager that part of that is only because of the presence of super guards. And I've got to admit, there's a temptation to do that kind of thing here today. But I also don't want to get too overpowered, which I feel like I'm already kind of pushing the limit on that by this point. If anything, the one thing that's keeping me from being too overpowered is the presence of all my badge points, as opposed to pumping up my HP and FP. Although, at the same time, more badge points means I'm giving myself way more options when I get the badges to spend on them. And that's not a hard thing to accomplish. And not only is it not hard to get badges because of the, the 2 shops and the fact that certain enemies can drop them, the fact that you can stack them, like multiple copies of the same badge, which is something I haven't actually done in this yet, could definitely lead to some insanely overpowered combinations with the right setup. Honestly, the badge system in TTYD is so versatile, it's almost scary. Anyways, we're nearing the end of this set of floors here. So, let's go back to live one last time. Got another level. And unlike in Paper Mario 64, BP can keep going. It doesn't cap at 30. So needless to say, I'm quite happy with that. Oh wait, I should probably actually use those doggone badge points, I'm gonna put on Happy Heart and Close Call. Oh, and here we are. 50th floor. Our prize? The Strange Sack. An item that lets you carry up to 20 items. Interesting. So this does the exact same thing in the original. So I guess you just start off with a higher base item count as opposed to having it be like a double. Which is fine. 20 items is plenty. I'm happy with it. Now here's my dilemma though. I've been struggling for some of these fights. But honestly, I'm kind of curious to see how far I can go. Do I dare? I mean, we're only halfway through this thing and I'm already starting to struggle. No, I think I need to stop. I feel like I could probably handle the next 10. But there's no way I'd be able to make it through to the end. These guys have been waiting here long enough.
My dad's back! Sorry for troubling you. I guess health and family really are the most important things, I'll look for new work. I've got to be strong for my dear son. Thank you so much. I'll give you my treasure as a reward. It's really important to me, but nothing's more important than my dad, so here.
A silver card! Member's card that lets you play the paper mode game.
Now, if you'll excuse us, and really, thank you so very much.
You are so very welcome.
You
You solved the trouble! Yay! Well, I've been going for at least an hour and a half now. Don't know how I'm going to end up cutting this up, but I'll figure something out. Either way, that's going to do it for now. We will return to this pit another day. But next time on Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, I think it's time we start looking into this whole Don Pianta business. Maybe play that new paper game too. See if that's any more lucrative than the plain game. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.